Hello, lovelies. It's Lee. Thank you for stopping by and sharing some time with me today. I hope you and yours are doing well. I want to wish you all a happy new year. I hope all your dreams and wishes come true this year. I hope you have good things in store and good things you want to achieve. If you continue to enjoy my work, please remember to like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on any new videos. I just want to ask you, my friends, please remember to hit the like because it helps me to get pushed out through the algorithm, and it would be greatly appreciated. I hope you enjoy the pieces in this video, and let's get right into it. Shy Youth. As unexpected friendships sprung upon me in my youth, a little boy, me, and a little girl, her, meet. One is quiet and alone, while the other is alone but very outgoing, vow never to leave each other alone again. Slowly, in different ways, the one who is more outgoing brings out the personality of the one who is shy. The pair spend their days in play, not only for one day, but for their future to come. Time grows as they do. A pair of friends become more. Life happens to them both in all forms. Not able to become more, the pair learn to continue on as themselves, as well as in other ways. In this way, life never felt dull or empty, and all they shared in all their shared ways. Time wasn't kind in the end. The one who was shy lost his outgoing other half. The one who showed him there was more than just the silence. Now sadly left behind, not by choice, but by fate, he remembered what to do to protect himself. Retreat and stay alone, remember life instead of living it. Days become long and the silence was unforgiving. Seek the blossom. Each strain a magic chord. I need to keep who I am a secret. This girl, my little daughter, nothing more than a means to an end. Once long ago I was pure of heart, but time sought to change my ways. I will take my revenge one of these long cold days. I was supposed to rule a land of shadow and night. It was a contrast to my being at the time. I was soft and bright despite my surroundings. Queen of a land like them, but not of a fairy tale, rather one known as a gate to the afterworld. Events I guess destined to unfold would take all my light away from me, leaving me this being of sorrow and greed. It's all I have left of a life I once knew. She, my daughter, doesn't know, but I know the truth. She tries to leave and this can't happen. I will stop her and continue to hold her captive. If I could just keep the magic, I wouldn't need the girl. Yet my spells won't allow this to happen due to my untamed words. So I must control all that goes on in my world. It's all I can do. So full of life and joy, I remember long ago being like that too. Add it to the list. There's a leak in the sink, added to the list. The fridge is on the fritz, added to the list. The dishwasher sounds weird, added to the list. There's a mouse in the house, added to the list. I need to do my hair, added to the list. I have to shop, but I need to stop everywhere, added to the list. I need to pay my bills, added to the list. I have scheduled appointments to get to, added to the list. I need to get this done before 6, added to the list. Did I eat today? I can't remember, added to the list. Did I get that other thing done? Added to the list. Next day's schedule is full already before it's even begun, added to the list. Adulting. Dancing babes can't wait to be prancing children. Running children can't wait to be cool teenagers. Rebel teens can't wait to be truly grown, and once they're there, one realizes they grew up too soon. The time spent being grown truly outweighs the time spent in youth. In the blink of an eye, one is now responsible for things they could never fathom as a child. Expectations always seem to outweigh experience of life tenfold. As an adult, one is thought to have all the answers, yet many of us are still trying to grow up. Does the mind ever truly catch up to the body? Adulting is hard and is spent in silent moments trying to recall feelings of youth. If a young self could only know what an older self could teach them, no one would dare wish to grow up too soon. Flash forward, flash back. In your mind, look back to the moments that are possibly influencing you as you are right now. Were these things that happened that caused your outlook on life to be not like those around you? Were these times where you were told to stand in place so that others could move forward? Yet they never realized that as you stood, you were actually moving forward in ways that the rest couldn't even imagine. Were there times that your sorrow, your joy, your determination were mistaken for weakness, and those who saw thus tried to bring you down, make you low? Yet as you looked up from the ground, you were making your way back up, standing taller than the rest in spite, while they stood tall in their own doings, but nothing more. Look at who you were compared to who you are. Have you grown in such ways that you, in a way somewhat, appreciate all you've went through in the past? Has your self-image been molded from sturdy clay, or are you still a flash away from your once fragile glass? It's just me. In my mind, it's like second nature to be the one following behind, to be the one trying to keep everyone else afloat while I wade in the waters with a smile, to clean up the mess, put the pieces in the right place, to say the things that need to be said yet in a gentle way. Playing the role of peacekeeper is my way of finding my own forms of peace. Nothing rocks my world as long as I'm content and those around me are content as well. It's like a second nature to place my needs on the back burner until the needs of others are taken care of. Then I feel like it's okay to take care of me. Second nature easily can become one's full nature as time goes on with unquestioned ease. Second nature can become one's sixth sense in guiding their life and making them feel like a worthwhile human being. Traits and habits become states of being. Watch yourself that you don't lose who you are to your second nature, for you are the creator of your own self-meaning. Phantom smiles. Passing by, I see them, yet know they're not real. Faces holding frozen grins seemingly for way too long, much longer than any one person has to. Sitting down among them, their smiles feel forced. Plastic faces formed to ease the tension only ends up creating more. What is the truth behind all these plastered on smiles? Where are the faces of anger, confusion, or annoyance? Where are the faces of uncertainty that must be lingering around such as mine? I can't keep this up for much longer. My own fake grin is about to give way. Soon they will know I'm not now, nor have I ever been, like them. Reimagined. Ideas of the past taken to be redeemed. Can they be redeemed? These thoughts once considered flawless for others to enjoy. Do they still match the world in sentiment and value, or are they nothing more than nostalgic fluff? To think on them still brings forth delight. Thus, let's try mixing them into the fold once more. Will they, these thoughts of old, carry with them a flavor untainted by lack of knowledge? Or will they enhance a recipe that has been falling short on substance? Don't just dust off, clean up, repackage, and repeat, thinking those you serve won't eventually call you out. A dream can be beautiful if laced with ideas of possibility. To only take what once was and hope a similar outlook will still be accepted is to let others know that no thought has been given, no pride has been taken, no care has been given. Thus, what once was will always be more fulfilling than what could be. Soil or taint? She was seen as unknowing and unaware, without soil or taint, but was she? He was older, life had beat him about for a time, yet time had done the same to her. Two hearts different in station but not in sorrows in a way. Hers were by no way her doing. His was due to youth and being headstrong too soon in life. In their interactions, pain was shared, yet where he sought empathy, she was its embodiment. Giving love to those who needed it was in her very makeup. Searching for the love he desperately needed was their link. She needed the world that he had experienced. He wanted the rejuvenation back from rotten to fresh. In each other they found kindred spirits. Thus, once they had met, their fates were bound. Soon she would get a taste of his devastation. Through him, she would see what life could be, both full of joy and sorrow. His survival would depend on her ability to withstand all that his torments could and would throw their way. In time, there came a compromise of love and understanding. They were both never unspoiled nor untainted. Take care. As it stands, we've come to the end of this road. Thrown together by accident, yet a genuine connection has been made. You want me to stay with you. I want you to stay with me. Yet neither of us are willing to budge on our terms. Each the same, yet different. Our faces are our masks used to navigate the outside world. Each born from tragedy, each seeking solace in peace of mind created from a world of our own design. You stand on that side of the line unwilling to cross, as I stand on the other with toes willing to dip if necessary. As the sun rises on this new day, I can feel its warmth and see its truth, while you still feel chilled, cold to the touch and mind. Each of us are on a path that we'll cross now and then. For now we must part ways. Take care of yourself. I do want to see you again. Yell no more. Will you please stop yelling at that game? I can't hear you. Your words sound insane. 1 minute is quiet mumbles that turn to loud aggression. The thing won't move any faster at your suggestion. Smacking, pounding, and slapping the phone won't make things any better. Now you have lines in your screen. I wonder when it will shatter. You wonder why you see me always with my headphones on. It's because I'm tired of hearing your constant yelling at the screen song. Please be quiet. I'm trying to sleep. All that in my dreams now is me yelling, be quiet at the top of my lungs on constant repeat. All alone with the moon. Finally, all is quiet. The day has turned to night. I watched as it rose in the sky, a twinkling star accompanying it. I sat watching it grow brighter as the sky darkened. I told it my wishes, my inner thoughts, my heart's desires. In its crescent form, it was smiling down upon me as it listened to my words. Soon passing clouds would glide by. It was hidden from me for a time, my friend in the sky. Its pale light sparkled as it passed my window by. Laying down, I watched as it faded from my view. I said goodnight to my heavenly friend, as once again I fell asleep alone with the moon in my window pane, in my heart, and in my head. Tirset night. I stand in the night, waiting for the moon. The pale light streams through the branches above. As it moves, it rises, calms my unhinged mood. Wake up. Taken away from studies into the realm of dreams, as one can tell, this place is mad and rarely makes sense. Following along the path of a rabbit covered with snow-white fur, curious to see where he travels in this realm and where such following will lead. So many odd sights to behold, a world full of creatures big and bold. Flowers spoke, then one gets lost at sea. Tears brought down a flood upon all as sighs fluctuated due to cake and drinks. Make a way through to the end after much fright and fuss. The rabbit hole led to a queen, madder than mad, loud and bold. By then, the world was so out of control, it's as if the dream was falling into a black hole. The characters and creatures alike had one running for dear life. The world was in conflict with a rational mind, back in the light as sun touched waking eyes. The voice of a teacher came to mind. One awoke back among the rational world, always known. A dream of madness, who knew it would or could be way too easy to find. Throw down my hair. The need to be free has overwhelmed my being. Mother leaves for times without measure. I wish to do the same. I'm not a clueless child as she would like or rather hope that I still was. I see the horizon beyond my tower window and dream of one day being there. Finally set free, able to run even through in tough times, running from her. Not always 2 steps ahead, but far enough to keep her at bay. New experiences greet me even if they begin in unsavory types of ways. I found the light, my true light, gleaming from within me, not from merely my hair. Found out a lot of truth along my way. Should have known that the evil she once spoke of could have been mainly coming from her. In the end, I made a choice that cost me nothing, while she lost everything she held most dear. Went on back to the light, free from the darkness. It was easier to do once I let down my own hair. Setback. A revenge story, thick in plot. The characters are few. A man lost as a child was taken and then swept under the rug. An experiment in 2 ways led to events for a man in a mask. Technology was the key in a sinister master plan. What the portal took can't be regained. What a young man invented was never intended to shift balance in such ways. Too many have become lost along life's road due to actions lacking in care by others. Where one would prosper, another found nothing in despair. Truth more painful than fiction, or rather lack of knowledge. Instead of taking steps to rebuild, there is only more left in the mind to demolish. Lost in tunnel vision, there is only one goal in mind, no matter who else has to fall. Cause the pain to stop by exposing and then silencing the one who is at fault. In this task, there is something unforeseen. A group trying to get one to listen to reason. Saved is the day the hard way, since easy was no longer an option. This is the road to chaos. Revenge is never a viable option in the end. Become more. If you only used one word to define who you are, what would that word be? From where would this word be taken? What context would this word be used in? Would you use this word as a positive or negative? When this word falls from the lips of another, would it strike a chord of hope or fear? Would you stand with this word to the bitter end, or would you use it interchangeably with others? A word, a single word, can hold your power. A single word can mean your life or your demise. Choose your words wisely. Choose your words in the light of day. For when night falls, it's the only way you will hide it. Look to the faces that look back. What word or words do you see in their eyes that describe you? Can they use the word that you chose for yourself, or will these words be the end of you? Capable. They were once able to be all they claimed they wished to be, if they'd only been able to see past their own fears. They allowed an outside perception to claim them instead of not worrying about the opinions of others. They allowed their past to define them instead of gaining strength from it and overcoming. Looking for quick ways out, looking to set the blame upon another. Yes, circumstances can shape one's reality, yet one's will, one's character, can be more than enough to outshape one's believed to be destiny. Instead of looking upon themselves with all the possibilities in the world, they settled for only one possible path they felt life had afforded them. They fell from being capable into the realm of simply being probable, predictable, and giving into not being able any longer to see who they believed they could be. They were no longer able to be seen as strength in the face of adversity. Now they are only weakness, staring blame in the face. Lady alone. Always knew I faced the world on my own. Born into a family where no one wanted me around. Sent into the world as a child, having to grow up in surroundings that were harsh and cold. Finding small joys, still they were never meant to be mine for long. Path was trying to be set for me by those I loathed. Took the steps to move on strongly, alone and bold. Would come to a place to settle, thinking finally I found a home, only to be reminded that those around you can lie to your face, dashing your so-called hopes. Back upon the path of some time, once again set loose to roam. Came back to where all things begun, no longer a frightened child, returns to a lost childhood home. Those who once sought to torment me are now lost in a realm of their own tortures, realize. All I can do is forgive while I claim karma's golden prize. Alone is where most will reside, yet not in all ways is it a bad place in either scale or pride. We come in alone, we will leave the same way. Many live alone in this life, for it's the hand they're dealt to play. No more messages. The phone by my side pings. It's another notification. Why am I getting a message such as this? I didn't sign up for this service. Reply back to be removed from their list. Only they are still contacting me anyway. Man, they seem so freaking desperate. This is all I have to say. Make it a bit of a game when they try to call me saying I need to pay. Tell them they have the wrong number in a silly voice or act like I'm super crazy. Pretend to be another call center rep receiving their call and they hang up quickly. Get loud and obnoxious and they really want to split. Why are they calling me? Numbers from unwanted places. I barely communicate with those saved in my contacts on any given day. Once I block you, please get the hint and get it quick. I'd like no more messages sent from you to me. Thank you. That's it. Sisters 3. Why does life seem to hinge upon youth and beauty? Yet in the end, even that can't keep one from broken hearts. Sisters 3. I'm the oldest of such a setup. My family always seems to need loving care, yet the care of others never seems to make it into their equations. At times I feel as if I'm the mother, when even my mother isn't strong enough to keep from shedding tears. Always on guard for my family's sake. My 2 younger sisters could never take on the role that I'm forced to play. Always I'm greeted with shock. Why it's shown, yes, I'm human too. I have silent thoughts, emotions, hopes, and dreams gone unrealized. My heart breaks not for their sorrows, but for my secret own. I'm not the machine they all think I am. Yet I am the sister of 3 seemingly meant to carry my burdens alone on my own. Sisters 5. 2 came before, they have each other in grace and beauty. They have life experience and knowledge beyond their years. 2 came after me, they have each other in youth and wonderment. Everything is handed to them in joy, for they are the baby's sake. I have fallen, come into this world, into this family in the middle of such chaos. I have the insight, though I'm constantly overlooked. I have my own brand of wisdom, yet I'm told to keep quiet by speaking only when spoken to. Never seen in beauty and joy like those both older and younger than me. I am the one no one sees. I am Sister 5. Can someone rescue me, please? The real threat. The shadow hidden behind the shadow is waiting to be revealed. A story within a story. There is always more than meets the eye. One moment you're over here only to be pulled over there. Caught in the crossfire of a war you never knew was going on, or that you never knew you were in some way a part of. Think that you're solving one mystery only to become trapped within the webs of another. Take care cutting this string. You don't want the whole net to come falling down upon you instead of your enemies. You must methodically think things through. Do the pieces you found already fit comfortably together, or do you need more to find your way through? There is never only what lies on top. The surface is always a bold-faced lie. Dig deep, be willing to get a little dirty. It's the only way you will find the real threat hidden away underneath, inside. Welcome home. The screen door creaks open as you place your key in the lock. Click 1, click 2 is heard, then the door swings as you step into your safe space. With each step taken, you are drawing closer and closer to being able to release from the day. Shoes flop to the side of the room, unneeded articles of clothing fly into the hamper, while several moments are taken to lie on your bed and stare off into the nothingness of the ceiling overhead. Soon a glass of drink is poured, plans for the last meal of the day are thought upon. Maybe there will be a snack before bed, but that is still yet to come. Stop by each room as you say a kind yet tired hello to the ones you love as they do their thing in their rooms. Grab all that you need to unwind from yet another long day. Night is closing in soon. Take a seat by your computer or grab some form of handheld screen. Place on some entertainment as you let slip away the day's troubles and worries. Once all this has been said and done, look to fall into deep, peaceful sleep. The day is done, you've been welcomed home. Rest now, for you deserve only good dreams. After hours. Went out with friends, it was no one else's business but mine. Too many people around, decided to make it their business though. Walking and turned into creepy glances in my direction. Hungry eyes looked to devour me with each and every blink. Dancing became an obstacle course to keep up with my so-called friends looking to leave me on my own, as an unknown traveler in an unknown land. Taking a seat transformed into fighting to keep some form of personal space free. There were so many invaders, so many unwanted hands reaching out for a piece of me. Soon it was as if the very darkness around became a force alive and well. It was seeking all those like itself, wanting to expel any and all who brought light into its domain. A night of supposed pleasures went downhill real quick. I'm glad we made it out of such a stress-inducing after-hours event. Countdown. Watching the clock, you know those times, those days when the hours feel like years taking their sweet time. Those glances where you swear the hands of the clock on the wall just went backwards, making your day that much longer. Making your time spent in a place you really didn't want to be seem even more stressful. Making your patience with each human interaction feel like a countdown to impending doom. Look up to the wall again as you hold your breath. Just 10 more, not 5 more minutes, and then you're out of there. Free to spend whatever few hours of your day that are left however you wish, before the need to sleep overtakes you even more than it already has. Everything is a countdown in some way. What have you been counting down to lately? Happy New Year to you and yours, my friends. Thank you for stopping by and sharing time with me. I hope you all have a great 2026. I hope you all are doing well. Thank you for supporting me and continue to support me. Do me a favor, find me on all of my socials. Like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on anything new. And I wish you all much love and good vibes in the new year. Thank you, my friends.